Hi, Scorpio. It's Mary with Sayre Seer. This is your end of second half of April Tarot and Oracle reading 2020. I hope you're doing well. I would like to dedicate this reading to my mother as a Scorpio and my sister is a Scorpio, and she passed away about April 1st. So estranged and very sad that I didn't get to talk to her before she left. But I get to talk to her now, and for that I'm grateful because of my gifts. So okay. Thanks for stopping by, your likes, your shares, and all of your comments, and those who have booked readings with me. If you need any information on donating, booking reading, or checking out my jewelry, you can go to the description box, and there's links in there. So, I'm going to kind of freeform it just to see what energies want to jump in here and talk to you, us, you through me, with me. So this card is stuck in the mud. I apologize if I clear my throat. Just my allergies every time, just lately when I'm doing readings, they jump in. Like they got to have their own say or something crazy. But so stuck in the mud, it's a 24, which is a 6. But this is about just feeling like you're not moving forward, like you're not moving at all. Stuck in something, and that's understandable as we're all at home or the social distancing, you know. But this card is a reminder to look at the simple things and maybe take inventory and what you do appreciate, what you see around you as you sit still. And if there's things that you can see that make you happy. Like here's an example. Since this whole thing with the needing to be home, I see men walking with their families, walking their dogs. I see whole families walking their dogs and their children. I see them going on bike rides in the neighborhood together. And our state is less strict than some, and so I am really grateful for that. That's something I'm grateful for also. And in the last week, people started getting out sidewalk chalk and just making beautiful pictures. And the parents are down there hanging upside down, drawing on the sidewalk. I love it. And the kids and the messages in people's driveways are saying, "We can do this. We can heal this. Our faith, our belief." I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the messages from the kids and the parents, you know, there's a lot of hope here. There's more hope than not. There's more good. We just got to focus on the good. So, finding the things in the moment while you're feeling stuck to be grateful for and to appreciate and to savor. To savor. Like that cup of coffee in the morning when you can just sit and relax and not being running. Not being stuck in traffic. Not being frustrated. Okay? Okay, so we're going to do the next card. So the next card is High Priest. So this is basically like the Hierophant card, only it's goes back further because it's an Egyptian card. See, so this is like an ancient high priest. This is connecting with spiritual guidance, and there's something coming through about understanding the all that came before us. all the religions, all the beliefs. So sorry about my throat. And how that affects where you may be right now. I don't know if you can hear my puppy barking upstairs. She's like 12 weeks old. She's something. My daughter's up there. Should be taking care of her. So this is intend and create. So if we can get into the place where we're stuck in the mud to where we're in a place of appreciation, and it's a great place to intend, set our intentions, and that is a place of creation. So here's an example. I'm stuck here. Say if you don't know if you're going to have a job, right? Well, we got some funding through, so you know a couple months of bills are going to be okay, right? But if you went back to the same job, how would you want it to be changed? What would you want to see different? And that's where you start to use your imagination and intend, and you go, well, I'm grateful for that I have food, that I have toilet paper, and that I have coffee, and I love coffee. And I really do love coffee, obviously. And I'm appreciative that I have time to rest, time to regroup, time to maybe exercise, go on some walks, or you know. Now, if you're being limited on your movement in a state or somewhere, then maybe you can exercise other ways. But it's making the best of whatever situation and then dreaming what it would be like if this. So I would like to see this change to this. And this is the place where we find solutions to things that we do not think have solutions. I don't know how it's going to be different, but I know that we can make sure this doesn't happen again because there was so much loss here. That as a world, as part of humanity, we can change this. We can be upfront. We can, A, B, and C. So there's lots of different options there. I hope that helps you in what direction I'm trying to show you that we can always create wherever we're at. Okay? It's just getting out of a lower vibration to the place of creation. Okay? It's like no matter what comes at you, you never lose that place of peace in your heart. And they keep asking me to come back because you may not understand what I'm saying. To come back to appreciation, gratitude. Gratitude is a place of creation. So keep going down that list. I'm appreciative that I have nail clippers. I like having a blow dryer, and I'm glad I bought shampoo. It could be simple things, silly things, and it puts you in a different vibration where you can go, yeah, okay. So, there's all kinds of things that can be created out of the current situation. It's learning in the current situation. Okay, so this is rebirth, and so this is your card, Scorpio, but it's reversed. 13. So, death and rebirth. So there may be a resistance to whatever change that needs to take place, at whatever thing that needs to be left. Whatever resistance you may be facing here. Just trying to see what other cards I want to pull. Okay. I regard all altars with respect. This is interesting. This is about so This card means a lot of things to me. When we look at, I regard all altars with respect. It's what we hold dear to us. It's what we believe in. It's about kind of like religion, which is like the high priest too. It's about tradition, but it's respecting that in others and respecting that in ourselves. But it's also evaluation of what's important to us. And there's a certain allowing others to have their views. That's a real interesting energy because it's not clearly defined. So, when we say I regard all altars with respect, it can also mean setting up. I'm so sorry, just a moment. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's also about creating your own altar, creating your own ritual for peace or for centering, and it really is respecting other people's places, their situation, their beliefs, and like living and let live. Okay, so it's pulling back from judgment. That's a lower energy, and it doesn't serve us to be a lower energy. Then we can't create, and we're actually contributing to the lower energy on the planet. The more we can connect and just work on ourselves, look for our own happiness, look for our own creation, the more that we can bring the vibration up with everybody on the planet, the lower energies will lose traction. Okay, some of the things that needing to change, they will change just by and the more people in their higher energy, the more people that will be in their higher energy, they will awaken easier. Okay, because and also there won't be anywhere for them to go for these lower for the lower interactions, the chaotic interactions. Less people are willing to engage, therefore they have to step up or they're going to stand out. And, it like forces a good change, though, forces a positive change in a way. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to pull a few more cards just to get some information on maybe the best guidance here. It's just like looking at what we're resistant to, connecting with our higher self, understanding that there's a lot of a lot of spiritual knowledge that's been brought through the generations. It could even be, in some of your DNA, stuff like that, and through other lifetimes that you can pull forward, and that you can ask your angels and ancestors, your higher self and spirit, and to help you with. That's what we're all here for, is to help each other. It's a social experiment, so to speak, and a life where it's not just us, even though we need to be responsible for us, but we do affect each other and we can help each other. We can hurt each other or we can help each other. By hurting others, it hurts us. Or help each other, it helps us. But we have to start. It always starts with us. Whew. I don't know why they just wanted me to really keep there. Five of Wands reverse is, it's no longer engaging in competition, no longer engaging in chaos, no longer engaging in the lies and gossip. Allowing other people's words, action, their misalignment to affect you. Okay? Three of Cups. Three of Cups is, careful of overindulgence during this time because that puts you in a place of like wallowing in negativity. So be careful with drinking and overindulging with partners, multiple people if it's a place that may not be good for you or them. Knight of Swords is, brutal truth. Looking at things with the real truth, okay? And it may be disruptive. Maybe somebody's going to bring in some truth, and that could be disruptive. This is an air sign. Could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Could be communication coming in that is disruptive. But it's almost like it's something that may not have the best tact, but it's necessary. Five of Swords reverse is not engaging in any more fights or battles due to ego, because everybody loses. Everybody's in that lower energy. It takes everyone down. So there may be some information coming in to try to bait you into an old argument. Okay? It could be an air sign, somebody trying to come in and just tell you off. And you can choose to engage or not, because they're coming in with ego. They're coming in to put you down. Okay? And that's literally to take you out, mostly, figuratively, however that looks. But they're coming in to, I don't know, win at your expense. Okay? And so you've been warned. You probably feel it coming now. And so trying to have respectfully disengaging, like Six of Pentacles reverse, because there's no reciprocity here. There's only loss. So it's about cutting your losses, right? Cutting your losses, because it's not a place that will be gained, because it is what's resisting this change, okay? And as long as this is still going on, the change is going to take longer to happen, so. Okay, so now we're going to look at art through the Eye of the Soul Oracle and get some insight here. So this could be family, it could be news, it could be, it's manipulation from any sort, because it's swords. It is coming in through communication. It could be coming in through the airways. It could be coming in through psychic downloads. But it's probably coming in like through voice, through, I don't know, some kind of communication. It feels like it's coming in through a person, okay? Could be coming in about some overindulgence, okay? But it's disruptive, and it's low vibration, okay? Adapt to a new situation. This is ending that old cycle, because it's time to decide if you're going to be in a place of lack or a place of abundance. And it really does depend on the energy that you engage in. And I would like you to, there's a woman and a daughter here. So I don't know if this is a family member or if adapting to a new situation means taking your daughter with you. Lift the curse and forgive. Yep. Rising above the lower vibration energy and forgiving those. So just forgive the past. Forgive so you can move on. Doesn't mean I'm going to allow this. Doesn't mean I'm going to engage in it. But part of it's forgiving yourself for not seeing it before now, for not going through the rebirth before now. Okay, whatever that means, for everybody is something different. But not seeing what you think you should have seen. Because sometimes we're tied to something if we don't forgive. If we forgive ourselves, forgive them, release, it doesn't mean we'd ever allow that again or allow them again. It can mean many things. Most of all, it's so we can bring peace back. And we can release the situation, release our chains to it. Release the chain. Okay. Find the middle and compromise. So, find the middle ground and compromise. What is fair? What's fair? And have you been fair? So while you're doing all this reflecting, you may find that you haven't been fair. And so that's sometimes a place where it's easier to forgive if you realize your own part in it. And not only choosing the person, but your part in the engagement of it. And if you say, well, they still did this, yeah, that's true, but were your actions always on the up and up? Because it does take two. But we can't be responsible for somebody going over the edge and really doing something terrible to us or deceptive to us but we can be responsible for our own part in whatever it was. The choosing, our engagement, our staying there, our feeling, however, okay? So finding the middle ground is he has a sword of truth, okay? He also has a dragon right here, and blue is really, it's about the throat chakra. If we need to communicate that we didn't do things right, or communication may be key also here, needing to communicate. Maybe where we stand, standing up for ourselves, if we feel that that would benefit the situation. But if it's just fighting because somebody wants to fight, I would consider whether that's worth your time. And just whether releasing it might be the best choice. But only you can answer that, right? Okay, so we will do... I'm just going to do like 3 more tarot cards. All right. I got 2 here. I got the Queen of Swords. And so be careful of energies coming in to tell you off. And be careful of harnessing that energy. Because even if it's the truth and you feel like you want to tell someone off, be careful, because then you carry the karma the way you delivered it. Okay? So either this could be going either direction. This is air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So this is just another warning on about that information coming in or that's trying to be delivered. 7 of Cups is not knowing what the truth is. It's living in a fantasy. This person, it feels like it's somebody else though, but they're trying to engage you, but they can't see the truth. It's obvious they don't see the truth, and they're being manipulated, either whether it's self-manipulation or it's by somebody else or something else, okay? So, but they're being led by their own trauma. There's trauma involved here, but we have to give that back. We don't have to do anything. We have a choice to give it back to the person and let them work through their own trauma and not take theirs on, okay, Scorpio? Because that's the bad programming that leads to addiction, that leads to abuse and all that. It's allowing them their own, because, you're trying to do your own rebirth here. This is their stuff. They need to keep it. They need to deal with it. And, you could say, and to be fair, this is justice. Libra card doesn't have to be Libra, but, and this is Cancer. Oh no, this is Pisces. Doesn't have to be Pisces either, but if it is it is a Pisces energy, but okay. So justice, to have justice, we need to allow people to work through their own stuff and us to work through ours. That actually helps with the codependence and the entanglement. It detangles us from that. And, people won't like it because they want to put their stuff on you, but they didn't like it anyway, right, Scorpio? So pick your battles while you're stuck in the mud. Work out how to separate from what is going to serve you and what doesn't, because you've got things you need to do. There's great things ahead. I mean, Scorpio is about going deep and finding change, but digging out the old. I mean, going in and digging the dark out so the light can come in. Okay, Scorpio? If anybody can do this, you can. And you can do this. No big deal. Okay, love you lots. Take care. Talk to you soon.